Hey, how you all doing today? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, um, let's have some fun in the kitchen, right? And what we're gonna make today is something special, right? It's a Asian dish actually. Yeah, maybe you have seen this fruit or the vegetable. It's called breadfruit, right? It's called breadfruit. I'm gonna cook this with today with some Asian spinach. Yeah, I don't know whether you have seen this kind of spinach. I'm gonna cook with the spinach today. And when you're choosing this fruit from the shop, yeah, make sure it's hard. That's number one. And then the other thing is make sure it's hard. And the other thing is you can just, yeah, see, it tells you it's hard, right? And yeah, so that's what you have to do. The first thing, the first thing what you're gonna do is that. And so let's get started, right? So things what we need today. I have this breadfruit here. I have 2 of them. So I'm gonna share with some of my friends as well. So hopefully it's not going to be too much. Yeah, and then we need some grated coconut, fresh coconut. Yeah, or the grated coconut. Yeah, and from the coconut, what I'm gonna do is when I don't use the blender today, so I'm gonna squeeze it from my hand. I'm use my hand, squeeze it, extract the first stalk. Yeah, and I'm gonna reserve it, and then you gonna do it again with water, and then you get the second stalk. You're gonna cook the dish with the second stalk. Yeah, when the breadfruit is very well cooked, then you add the first stalk, just a little bit of first stalk to the curry, yeah, for the dish. All right, aside from that, we need onions, and then we need garlic, and of course we need curry leaves, yeah, and then we need green chili, and then cinnamon, and then I have here few pieces of dry fish. Very well dry fish. Okay, so dried fish. I have dried fish, few pieces of them. Okay, so when you're picking dry fish, you remember, because it's salty, so you don't add so much salt in your dish, right? And then we have here we have chili powder, and then we have tuna paha, the mixed spices, fenugreek, and then salt, and then we have turmeric, and then we have pepper powder. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper powder as well. And then I have the chopped spinach, right? And a pot of water with some cracked coconut in it, because when you cut in the breadfruit, it just changes the color quickly. So when you soak it in the coconut water, fresh coconut water, it won't change the color so quick. Okay, now later on what I'm going to do is I need a few more ingredients. I need some olive oil, and then dried chili, and then mustard seed, and cumin, yeah, and then I need a few curry leaves again, right? So okay, let's move on. Okay, now we have the first stalk, yeah, a bit more thicker, and then the second stalk is a bit weaker. So what happened is, normally some chefs, what they do is they cook with water, right? They cook with water and add the coconut milk later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook with the second stalk instead of water, and then and then add the coconut milk, the first stock later. So it will be I mean the taste going to be nice, and it cooks very well. Yeah. And over here we have the breadfruit, right? So I'm gonna take the skin off, right? So when you're cutting it, if it's so hard to cut, then you add a little salt. You don't add then you don't add the salt from the beginning. Then you add the salt when it's cooked. When it's really cooked, then you add the salt. If it's not hard, that means you can add a little bit of salt from the beginning and then cook and then add the salt later if needed, right? So I have a paper on my board, right? My chopping board is underneath the paper, and so it's gonna get a bit messy, and yeah. So okay, so let's move to the next step. So this is how it looks. Skin still there. I didn't take out the skin, right? What you're gonna do is we don't take the skin off and cut this, but we cut this and take the skin off. Yeah, to cut the fruit and then take the skin off. So when you're taking the skin off, you just need to take the entire skin off, as well as this hard part that you see in the center. Take that off, and then cut it into small pieces, like chunks, right? And that's what you need to do. Okay, move to the next step. All right, it's done. Yeah, I peel off the breadfruit or Dell, Dell, yeah, Dell, Dell, and then I cut into small pieces. Yeah, new pair of gloves. Let's go and have a look. Alright, now this is how it looks. Yeah, I cut into small pieces. When you're cutting this Dell, when you're cutting the breadfruit, make sure you take the skin off. Yeah, there shouldn't be any skin on this. Yeah, you won't enjoy it later on once it's cooked. So make sure it's taken out well, and then and then remove the hard part, the hard skin from the center. Yeah, then you have this soft. Yeah, and then it got little holes in it. So it's really good, because then when you add the spices, what happens? It sucks in, right? It sucks in and give you a nice flavor, and it cooks very well. Yeah. Okay, let's move to the next step. Okay, here we go now. I move the Dell to a bigger pot. Yeah, took the water off, and it's just sitting by itself right now. So next thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to add all this nice spinach. Yeah. Yeah, it cools off the body. That's what the people say. That's so. And it's nice when you cook with this fruit, right? So, and then you're gonna kind of bury it underneath of this delicious fruit, right? So it's gonna cook very well, or you can even mix it. It's too much. If it's too much, you can mix it. I love spinach. Yeah. Right. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add pepper, right? Pepper in, and then turmeric powder in. Yeah. And fenugreek in. And then who's this mix spices in, chili powder in. Oops, a bit more there. Yeah, cut them all, and then put the curry leaves. Sort of like to bury it in, or just yeah, okay. And then you have the red onions, and garlic, rampe, and cinnamon sticks, one here, one here, one here, and then green chili, yeah, nice, and then this one, dry fish, right? So we are left with cumin, mustard seed, and bit of curry leaves, and then the dry chili and olive oil, and I'm gonna add this second stock of coconut milk to this. There you go. Right, and the next thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook this, right? So we'll come back to it in a few minutes when it's cooking. Alright, let's have a look. Yeah, it's slowly getting there. Yeah, changing the color. Yeah, it just nicely cooking. So let's need more time. I'm gonna close this right now and we will come back to it after some time. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tidy up the kitchen a little bit, okay? Alright, we'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, let's have a look. Ooh, nice smell. Really nice. I'm going to take off the camera. The steam comes directly to the camera. Let me get a spoon quickly. And then we will see. Oh, it's nicely cooked. Look at that. Nicely cooked, right? Yeah. Now I didn't add the salt before. I had little doubt that this might take a little longer to cook, and I was right. So now I'm adding the salt, just a little bit of salt, and oh, it's nicely cooked. A little bit of salt. I mean, if you need more spices or anything, you can always add. You can taste it now and you can add the spices if you need. But this is good enough for me. And what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to add the first stock of coconut milk to it right away. And before I do that, I'll just wait till it's reduced a little bit. So when I'm eating it, you know, have less gravy and it's nice. Yeah. All right. Let's come back to it in a few minutes. Okay, here we go. So I have added the coconut milk, the first stock. Now it's cooked very well, yeah, and it's ready to eat. I tried it. I tried the gravy. Everything is perfect, yeah. And you can try it, and then you know if you need anything else, you can add. You can add more spices, or you can add more salt if you need, yeah. But always you do try it before you add, right? And while it's cooking, you know what I have done is I just gave it a little, you know, stir a little bit, so to make sure that everything is cooked very well, yeah. And I will wait till it reduces a little bit, and then I'll turn off, and it's ready to eat right now. Let's have a look. Yeah, look at that. It's beautifully cooked, right? The gravy is less. Now, the final step. I'm gonna turn off the fire right now. It's very well cooked. You can eat it right away, but I'm gonna do something else to add more flavor to this. So yeah, let's come back to that. So I have a pan here, and then the bottle of, I have some olive oil, and then the chilies, dry chilies, mustard seeds, and then cumin, and then the curry leaves. So we will wait till it gets dry, and then I'm going to add some olive oil and then fry it a little bit, and then right after that, and then I'm gonna add over to the dish that we made, and then mix it well. So that will change the flavor. Okay. So since I'm using olive oil, so we don't cook so much because olive oil, the smoking point is less. So I'm gonna put some olive oil, and then this goes in. Yeah, careful. I'm holding my camera on one hand and then the cooking on the other hand, so it's not easy. So forgive me if you can't see it clearly. So that's great. Now we're gonna cook. Gonna just fry it a little bit. Yeah. It's just coming off from the pan. Fry it until you smell the flavor. Once you smell the flavor, then stop frying it. Right? Stop frying it. Yeah. Beautiful right now. Let's stop it. And now I'm gonna bring this pot here. There you go. Wow. Get all this thing in there. Yeah, nothing left. Beautiful. Now what we can do is we can mix it. Oh, what a smell. Beautiful, beautiful. It's beautiful, beautiful. I mean, I can't wait till sorry, I can't wait till it's saliva, right? It just keeps coming. It's beautiful, 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 beautiful. Right, we made it. So it's ready to eat now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait till it cools down a little bit. You can eat it now if you want, but it's much tastier when it's cooled down a little bit, and then I'm gonna eat. Right? Yeah. Okay, so we made it. Dell, the breadfruit with spinach is a delicious dish. You can, instead of spinach, you can add some other vegetables as well if you like. But spinach fits very well with that. And yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write down all the ingredients below. So if you wanna check it out later on, you can check as well. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Yeah, and like, share, subscribe. You don't have to, but it would be nice if you do. Yeah, bye for now.